Good evening, Pointers. I'm Lili Breitenfeldt, and on tonight's news, Stevens Point Police Department names a new chief of police, a local project gains funding, and the Southwest wildfires. All of this and more when we return. The Stevens Point Police Department has announced that Assistant Chief of Police Bob Cusson will be promoted to Chief of Police. As a 24-year veteran of the SPPD, Cusson's hard work and leadership has earned him this promotion. Along with Cusson's promotion, Lieutenant Dana Williams will be promoted in Cusson's place and will become the Assistant Chief of Police. Both officers will be sworn into their new positions on May 3rd. The campaign to build a park where the old Emerson school was located has gained steam once again. The campaign has raised $200,000 of the $900,000 for the park. Ever since the old school was torn down in 2002, the block-wide space has been empty with the exception of one basketball court and an old playground. Donors and representatives from local businesses in support of the park's construction have made large donations so that the park can bring happiness to that area once again. As the summer season returns, so do the dangers of wildfires. As conditions in New Mexico and the rest of the southwestern United States continue to get drier, the dangers of wildfires continue. With around 19,000 wildfires reported already this year, there is real concern for the most damage ever seen from wildfires that could occur this year. To put this in perspective, this year's 19,000 reported wildfires is the highest number of fires reported at this time in 10 years. Well, that'll do it for news, so I'm going to hand it off to Aminee Hoff right after this break.
Hey Pointer people, it's Aminee here with all of your entertainment updates. Take the day off, everyone, with Ferris Bueller, of course. The DUC movie theater is showing, you guessed it, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, this Saturday at 6:30 p.m. and 9 p.m. in the DUC theater. Admission to this film is free with a student ID, 5 without. Snacks will be supplied, but it's first come, first serve. The Point of No Return live game show will be taking place this Friday from 8 to 10 p.m. in the DUC Encore Room. The show will have individual and team prizes, so grab your friends and head on down. You can participate against fellow Pointers in the action, or you can participate as a part of the audience. The UWSP Vocal Jazz Festival concert will be at 7 p.m. at the UWSP at Wassa of James F. Viniga Theater Building. What you will see is a night of amazing jazz music with performances by Carrie Marsh, Julia Dollison, and not to mention our own UWSP Vocal Jazz Ensemble. Tickets are free to all UWSP Wassa students with ID. That'll do it for entertainment, so I'll pass it off to Brody, Kupsky, and Ashton for sports when we come back.
90 FM is the University of Wisconsin-Stevens Point alternative radio station. It showcases some really awesome new music and old alternative music. So it's a really great opportunity for students to get involved in radio and in all the processes that happen behind the scenes.
90 FM is an important experience because it offers things that no place else, maybe not only on campus but at other universities. We have a general staff of over 100 volunteers, a lot of which are community volunteers. So those are people that are living in Stevens Point.
On this beautiful radio station, you are tuned into College Radio Day, right here on 90 FM, your only alternative.
It just has the potential to be something as great as you want to make it.
Can you tell our viewers what radio station they should be listening to?
You should listen to 89.9, 90 FM, your only alternative.
Hey everyone, Brody, Kupsky, and Ashton Parker here for sports updates. Legendary UWSP women's basketball coach Shirley Eggner has announced her retirement after 33 seasons of being the Lady Pointers head coach. In her tenure as the Lady Pointers head coach, Eggner has amassed the most wins all-time at UWSP with 572 wins and a national title to go with that in 2002. Eggner was also inducted to the WBCA Hall of Fame in 2010. So Ashton, a legend in the UWSP athletic department, retires. How big of an impact did Coach Eggner have on UWSP sports?
Her impact is shown throughout. When you walk into the gymnasium to watch Lady Pointers, you see what I think is the biggest impact she has, and that's a winning tradition. You see that it says the Pointers, a championship tradition, and it's obvious her impact as the UW Lady Pointers head coach is to show for that with those 572 wins.
I definitely agree with that. She left a winning culture at Stevens Point here. Hopefully that all teams can keep as tradition. And speaking of winning, Pointers baseball has improved to 20-4 with Tuesday's doubleheader sweep of the UW Stout Blue Devils. The Pointers now share first place in the WIAC with UW Whitewater as we head into the final stretch of the regular season. So we talked about what we thought troubled us about the team last time we were here. Do those problems still exist?
I think those problems still do slightly exist, but it's not nearly as there as it was previously in this season. Obviously, the offense is still as electric because they scored double-digit runs both games in their sweep versus UW Stout, and honestly, their fielding and pitching has improved since last time. We've talked about this. So I think, however, what's going to be the main important thing though is the series against UW Whitewater. That's going to be next Tuesday in Whitewater, I think it is. So obviously, those Whitewater and Stevens Point are tied right now for the number one in the WIAC, so it's going to be probably one of the most important series of the season for the Pointers.
I definitely agree with that. They're hitting, 6 home runs were hit in the second game, and it was 8 total throughout that doubleheader on Tuesday. So the hitting is definitely there, and when I was watching, their pitching definitely looked improved. The fielding, I didn't really see any errors by them, and if it was an error, it's hard to say it was an error. They're definitely going all out to make plays. Aaron Simmons in right field dove for a ball, and he almost had it. But they're definitely going all out to make sure that their fielding has improved, it improves.
Exactly.
So that'll do it for sports, and that'll do it for SPTV News. If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure you check out our other content here at SPTV. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.